I say, yo, welcome to the BBW show. You feel me? We talk battle rap, basketball, and wrestling on a daily basis. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The topic for today is wrestling predictions for 2024. This is the third year I'm doing this. This is great. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy doing these. Now, last year I had a few predictions. I didn't go back and watch the ones I got right and the ones I got wrong. But let's talk about this year. This year for 2024, I see a lot of stuff happening. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of promotions doing good. New Japan is trying to get back into the flow. AEW still doing good. WWE's making the most money they've ever made in all time. Way more than the Attitude Era. Made way more than the Ruthless Aggression Era. Way more than the Hogan Era. All of that. You feel me? Great time in wrestling all around. And not to mention TNA just had their rebrand back to TNA Wrestling. Some of my predictions for this year is Roman Reigns finally loses the world title. Yes, Roman Reigns has had this one title reign for 4 years. For 4 years, he's had this one title reign. I think this is the year Roman Reigns loses. I probably said this last year, but I feel like this year Roman Reigns loses the belt. He loses the belt this year. Maybe it's to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Maybe it's to Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. Maybe it's to somebody else. But I feel like this year Roman Reigns gotta lose. He's already the longest reigning champion of the modern era. He's already in God mode. You feel me? He can lose the belt now and still be in God mode. That's my first prediction. Next, I got Gunther losing the IC title. Gunther had the IC title for what, 2 years now? 2 years and some change. Once he loses this belt, he's gonna be in the main event picture. He's not gonna be in the world title. He's not gonna be the world champion right away. But I see like probably towards the end of this year or towards next year, I see Gunther being the world champion. But first, he has to lose the IC title. I see Rhea Ripley keeping her women's title all year. She already had it for a full year coming up. I see her not losing the belt, keeping it for an entire year. I see her going on a fake Gunther Roman Reigns reign to a lesser extent. I got Damian Priest cashing in successfully. Dave teased Damian Priest cashing in multiple times and it's failed. The time that he cashed in and they ring the bell and it's official, I think he's going to be world champion. They've been pushing Damian Priest from the jump. Since he came up to the main roster, they did a tag team with him and Bad Bunny. They gave him the U.S. title. He was in the Judgment Day. Now they're about to make him a world champion in 2024. And I could see him leaving the Judgment Day too. I could see the Judgment Day kicking him out. That's another prediction. The Judgment Day kicks out Damian Priest. LA Knight is going to go to Monday Night Raw. Right now, he's a big star on SmackDown, but Raw is a 3-hour show. They need more stars than SmackDown, especially if Cody Rhodes beats Roman Reigns and goes to SmackDown. I could see LA Knight going to Monday Night Raw. Next, in AEW news, I got Swerve Strickland not beating Samoa Joe. Yes, Swerve will not beat Samoa Joe for the World Championship. I want Swerve to be World Champion this year. I'm not guaranteed that it's going to happen. I'm not going to lie. I have no faith in AEW to put the title on Swerve while he's white hot. No faith whatsoever to do that. I hope Swerve gets at least some title reign, but I don't think he's going to get a world title reign in 2023 or 2024. Chris Jericho, another heel turn or babyface turn. He might do both in the same year. I'm not going to lie. Chris Jericho is boring as shit right now. Boring as shit. You feel me? He's just on AEW television just cause. He adds to nothing to television. He gets nobody over. I'm not gonna lie. Chris Jericho's gonna turn back babyface and then turn back heel again before this year is over. Mark my words. Next, we got Britt Baker coming back as a heel. She's been gone for most of the year. Most of the year, Britt Baker's been gone. They definitely have been deep pushing her or making her a less priority. I think that's a problem. She's one of the first biggest stars they've had, women or male, and now she feels like a complete afterthought. Britt Baker's going to come back with a massive heel turn. That's my prediction. Next, I'm predicting we get Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson at Wembley Stadium. Yes, Bryan Danielson was not at Wembley Stadium last year. Will Ospreay is going to be full-time with AEW. He's going to work Wembley Stadium. I think we get Ospreay versus Bryan at Wembley Stadium. First time ever. Another prediction, I think we get Kenny Omega returning in a main event picture. Yes, he's been kinda in the main event, kinda six-man tag for the last year or whatever, dealing with injuries. Right now he's dealing with diverticulitis. When he come back, I think Kenny Omega is gonna come back, massive babyface, and he's gonna be in the main event title scene. Other AEW news, I think we're gonna get less AEW backstage drama. That means no backstage fights, none of that. Not none, I'm gonna say less. AEW's been having a lot of backstage chaoticness this last 4 years. Now that CM Punk is gone, now that the Young Bucks is kind of in their role, you feel me? They don't have too much authority. They're just wrestlers. I feel like there's gonna be less drama in AEW. Less drama. I think CM Punk is gonna have a great first year in WWE. A great first year. There's gonna be no trouble, no injuries, no problem with CM Punk. You feel me? He's gonna have a great first year. Now his second year in WWE, I don't know. But his first year in WWE, I'm expecting no problems from CM Punk. No problems from CM Punk whatsoever. And last but not least, I feel like there's going to be not a war, but kind of a miniature war between TNA and Impact, between TNA and New Japan on who's the number 3 wrestling promotion. Right now, WWE's clearly number 1. AEW's clearly number 2. It's going to be between TNA and New Japan to see who's number 3. They both got to start spending money that they don't really have. I'm not going to lie. WWE has way more money than TNA and New Japan. AEW has way more money than TNA and New Japan. So I feel like they got to start getting talent off Creative Control or Freedom. They got to make marquee signings. I'm not going to lie. Both of these companies, New Japan and TNA, they both got to make marquee signings to stay in the hunt with AEW and WWE. These are my 2024 wrestling predictions. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back with more.